On Wednesday, the territory heard that Carnival Cruise Lines had decided to cancel calls to the BVI between 2014 and 2016. According to Minister Vanterpool, the BVI Ports Authority could not guarantee Carnival's request for select docking days for the 2015-2016 season. The minister met with taxi and livery operators on Thursday, October 17th, where he addressed matters related to port development, including the expansion of the cruise pier. Sean Rose has more.
The decision by Carnival Cruise Lines to cancel calls to the BVI effective June 2014 dominated the discussions at the meeting as the Noel Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park came alive with several vociferous contributions from the taxi and livery operators.
I think that ships like the Carnival, those ships are the ones that we should really encourage, because we can see that they have a greater interest, because during the slow season, that is a ship that is paying a visit all the time. We don't see the others.
Communications and Works Minister Mark Vanterpool said the goal is to attract 550,000 passengers and higher in the years to come.
Over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we will move from the drop that we have seen in tourism, in the cruise tourism, and get up very quickly to approximately 550,000 passengers, with a view over the several years to get up to 800,000, and eventually over the 15 or 20 year period we expect to be dealing with approximately 1 million tourists to the cruise industry.
But he was given a bumpy ride by the operators, who were resolute in their call for the return of Carnival Cruise Lines to BVI shores. For many of them, maintaining the long-standing relationship between Carnival Cruise and the BVI is a bread and butter matter.
Being a taxi driver for a number of years, I can't afford to pay my mortgage, my property mortgage. That's why I'm here. I believe I was one of the lucky ones. I'd like to know what we're going to put in place to assist my fellow brothers and sisters that drive a taxi.
For the years that I've been out there, I've seen all the other ships coming in, sometimes 2 ships with about 4,000 passengers for the day. And I cannot get to dispatch of the 300 plus taxi drivers we have out there. I cannot get 60 buses to leave from those 2 ships.
If we are going to build a cruise ship dock, Port is going to build a cruise ship dock, which is the government. Yes. Why in God's name we have to bow to 2 ships?
Now I understand you saying that we're having other ships that's going to be coming by, but I mean, from last year alone, we've seen some of the French ships that come here that have a language barrier that we can't, we can't negotiate with them, and the prices are dropped and stuff. Carnival was one of the only ships that really stood up for us.
As calm as he possibly could, Minister Vanterpool navigated through the choppy waters. In his opening remarks, he expressed optimism that the local cruise industry will continue to grow.
We want to build cruise tourism strong, solid, so that it doesn't shake in any way over the next several years. And therefore, we are continuing with those negotiations with 2 major companies. Those companies are Norwegian Cruise Lines, as they're called, NCL, and Disney Cruise Lines. We are not wavering from that. We are going in that direction. They're excited about it. They're getting the new ships that are coming online, and they're ready to come to the Virgin Islands in a bigger way, beginning last quarter 2014, but especially January 2015.
Responding to a question from 3rd District Representative Julian Fraser during the House of Assembly sitting on October 14, Communications Minister Mark Vanterpool disclosed that the cash balances held by the BVI Ports Authority total some $9.3 million. However, the financial standing of the BVI Ports Authority was not an issue for the operators.
Build the dock the way it's supposed to be built. Make sure the people of this territory eat fairly, so we don't have to keep begging out for nothing. Let us build our business, sell our tours, run our taxi, put money in the supermarket, go take our families out on a vacation. We're going to take time off this weekend. We can't do that if you bringing us things ain't going to make no money. Clark Skelton need to be fired. And I hope Udali from ideaorlando.com is not involved.
We need to get some action starting because there are a lot of people out there. So these people is hurting out here on the street.
Minister Vanterpool told the taxi and livery operators not to panic and assured them that discussions with Carnival are still ongoing. JTV News spoke to the minister following the meeting.
I've had persons taking notes, and we're going to take a look at what they've said. They're the ones in the industry very directly. I haven't heard from them like that before. We've been talking about this for a while, about Norwegian and Disney, and this is the first time I heard them come out so strong against it. Else we'd have paid attention to them long ago, but I'm glad that they did.
But is it after the fact, Minister? Because the decision was made by Carnival that they'll cancel after June 2014.
We have dialogue with Carnival all the time. We have dialogue with taximen all the time, and we're going to continue that and look for what's best for the territory.
Carnival is just one of several cruise lines expected to make port calls to the BVI this cruise season. Sean Rose, JTV News.